This is what if tsukune had Black Air Force energy. Now, I could not find for the life of me any Black Air Force tsukune that wasn't a ghoul. And because I'm not making him a ghoul from the get-go, we just giving him Black Air Force energy. It's gonna be difficult to do, but we're doing it anyway. So yeah, this is a kind of call out, and I'm actually saying this. 2GS, I'm a big fan. I mean, if my people can set something up and make something work, maybe he'll actually recognize that I'm a fan, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm using the picture from 2GS back in like an old thing that they made. It was a Vampire plus Swag in a bridge. Honestly, that was the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen, man. So anyway, back to the video. So, Tsukune, who's always been about that life, he has always wanted to run them ones. Anyone who wants to take a swing, they can test their luck. He keeps the blicky on point, and by that I mean he literally just has a gun in his, like, in the front of his thing, his pants, ready to pull at any point. No one's ever seen it. Half time he just rocks some basketball shorts with a tank top, but normal clothes, man. But in this monster world, he don't even know if half that shit will work. I mean, in human form, maybe, but monster form probably gonna get his ass beat. I mean, and how many things of these monsters don't even get injured? But he only finds out it's a demon school, like, after dealing with Mocha. She still sucked his blood, and he was like, what the fuck? Now you kinda hot, I'll let this one slide. See you later, Mocha. And he was like, damn, maybe I should see what is actually going on around here. He finds out it's a demon school, he's like, what the fuck? Then he says, you know what? I'm dipping, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he just tries taking off. She chases his ass down, the big motherfucker from the class tries to beat his ass. First thing that happened, he's like, oh hell no. He pulls out and like, what's good, motherfucker? Boom! One shot. Almost shot the dude's shoulder. He's like, what the fuck? What kind of monster has a gun? He's like, the kind that don't get attacked. As he just pulled another one out saying, nah, I got two. Da 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 da. Was out of bullets. Says, fuck. He's like, yeah, now I'm beating your ass. Tsukuni's like, ah, shit. Fuck it. Throwing him to the side, kind of standing up, ready for a boxing match. He weaves one shot and tries getting the guy in the jaw. Gets him, but didn't know how difficult it'd be. He's like, damn, if that won't work, I know what to do. Taking his chain off, which he's got a few of them, wrapping it around his knuckles, and he goes, boom! Same hit, almost took the dude's jaw off. And right when he's about to collapse, like off his feet, as he's right about to beat the dude kicks him flying, sends like almost 80 feet. He lands like right next to Mocha. He's like, "Guys, beat my ass! What the fuck? Hell no!" As Mocha's like, here, as he actually said thank you. I just wound up bumping into the rosary, falling off. He's like, damn! No wonder she says she's a vampire. This chick's gonna go rocket shit. And they actually bolt speed blitz the dude. Her Mocha kicking just for Scream to land the meanest sock of a jaw, which almost broke his hand, but shattered dude's jaw, leaving only him with a few broken ribs and a messed up hand, and his hands messed up. Putting his chains back on, saying, "Girl, man, we might get in line." Yeah. And he was like, "Man, I gotta pick up all this stuff." He picks up every single bullet shell, cartridge, anything. Just kidding. He just picks up the shells. All the bullets kind of just bounced off into the water. She didn't really care. He sure just took all of it and just chunked it in the water. Except for the guns themselves, he took those and just put them back where they're supposed to be. Saying even if they had bullets, I couldn't keep them because they're still kind of expensive as shit. Because it's like over $200 goddamn guns. And he would basically go to his room and actually drop them off, saying if they ain't fucking working worth a shit, man, throwing them down. Then having to deal with, you know, the other girls. First of which, I forgot which order they came in. So, yeah. I will probably redo this tomorrow after I watch the whole series again. Through my entire hatred of it. I know, I hate the series. I hate that it's so fucking long. Anyway, back to the series. Tsukune. He's ready to run them ones. Shades on point, Glock ready. And the first thing that happened was when he walks in like school, they're like, "Hey yo, ain't that the guy who beat the fuck out of them?" And it was actually thoughts that both either tsukune or mocha, thinking it was mainly tsukune, which I mean wouldn't blame him. I mean, dude did put like a fuck ton of bruises on this motherfucker. Came to school with the next day with like cracked hand, with messed up hands. Actually went to the nurse's office after that saying, don't worry about it. They're saying he's got a few injuries, not a big deal. Which honestly, as much blood was coming off his knuckles, he probably should have seen him to a human hospital. Because they couldn't figure out if he was human. They didn't figure out he was human, but they were like, alright, here you go. How hard do you have to hit this motherfucker to make this happen? I mean, he did go swinging into a mountain, so I don't know. Hard enough for him almost to die. Hearing this shit, was like, wow, that's rare. Whatever. And Tsukune then has to go deal with, I don't know which will go first, but I'm gonna say it's that succubus girl. I forgot her name. So yeah. Her first thing she's gonna try doing is kind of seducing him. Is like, hell no. And he basically just gets her and kind of almost crunches her in a bear hug saying, I actually care about Mocha, so stop your shit. And release me from these fucking curses if every time I fucking look at you, it's getting annoying as a motherfucker. Do it one more time, and I'm dropping your ass. Hearing this actually surprising her, saying, what the fuck, how'd you get out of our spell? Simple, I just ain't gotta look at you. As he actually closed his eyes, actually putting his kind of do-rag or bandana or whatever you want to call it, on his eyes. Covering it, saying, gah. Saying, no, leave me the fuck alone. He goes walking away, throwing that thing on his, just back on his head, you know, because it's a good style. And he basically just walking, not even giving a fuck for it at all. Though he don't give a fuck, it doesn't mean he's gonna be rude to anyone and everyone. No. Then he still does have to then go with the, I forgot which one was next. I'm just gonna say that it was that little witch girl that was next, off sheer convenience. So with that one, when those three dudes try jumping her, he's like, man, y'all weak as hell. Y'all got a little spell on a little girl. Man, you pussy-ass motherfuckers. You stank breath, no girl catching ass motherfucker. I'm going to specifically beat your ass every single second of this. And hearing this actually is like, you do realize we're in monster form, right? Without being in monster form, you're gonna get your ass kicked. No one out of monster form can ever beat the shit out of someone in monster form. This is when Tsukune is looking around and is like, what the fuck? Yo, so who asked? Because I'm about to beat your ass. Oh, sure, give me your best shot. First shot almost put him on his ass. He's like, what the fuck was that? Then I have one they do on the ground saying, that was me, motherfucker. As he gets ready for another swing, he actually has to go 2-on-1, actually getting clawed up pretty bad. Worse than he was in Canon, which, because he jumped in the way protecting her, he got pretty bad claws on his back mark. In this version, he just ripped apart his school shirt. He's like, motherfucker, that was expensive as shit. You know what, motherfucker, you're paying for that one. Come here. Stop running, motherfucker. I'm selling some lizard skin boots off your ass. Come here. Now stop running. That snake skin or alligator skin, whatever the fuck you're made of, is gonna be expensive as motherfucker. Now come here. As he basically started chasing these motherfuckers down, he does this for like half a mile and says, you know what? Fuck you. Mocha, who was right next to him, chasing him down with him, he says, yo, could you go get them, baby girl? She darts like a fucking instant in her vampire form and just one swing, two swing, three, put the dudes on the ground. He's like, yeah, now y'all gonna die, motherfucker. As he goes, actually starts beating the fuck out of them, just to take all they cash and say, mine now, motherfucker. I catch you messing with any of these girls, I'm beating yo ass, then yo ass, and then worst of all, I'm beating yo ass, then. They're like, he actually might do that shit. Ah, fuck. As they're like, yes sir. He said, get your ass out of my sight before I whoop your ass again. Yes sir. As he was like, good, that was working. That's working. Then he starts being like, alright. Cracking his neck saying, you know, when I heard I was at a monster school, I did not expect this shit. Now, he knows he's human. And then none of the girls know. Now, after this, he's got to deal with that frost chick, and everything like that goes as canon, and touches them making them ice chicks. He still saves her ass, being like, get the fuck over here. Alright, damn. man, if people would stop fucking telling me what the fuck is going on, so I can actually know what the fuck is going down. If no one starts telling me that shit, I'm at least pimp slapping 4 motherfuckers. Some of which may be here. Kind of scaring them a few, saying, okay. Good. Now, I got some resting to do. As he goes to sit down, and then they have to deal with some other shit. The clubs and shit are open and all that shit. Alright, now, that's all I kind of recognize from what's going on now. But, yeah, you want to be frank about this, then they have to go deal with that other witch chick, and, let's go about the series. As tsukune is basically like, alright, what's good now? Seeing someone he wasn't ever expecting to see. He goes out there, you know, doing his beast thing, you know, walking around, not caring. He smacks the living shit out of, like, this one big motherfucker. And that was because said big motherfucker. Actually, no. We're getting back to it just a little bit. Right after he had to deal with them, like, 3 weird motherfuckers, even the ice motherfucker, getting the ice chick, and this is when he has to deal with those 3 stupid motherfuckers. I don't know when, I think it was like episode 8, but he has to deal with all 3 of them creepy motherfuckers. Little fat dude, which actually is in this scene, which is when he beat their ass, shooting them. Like, that's one of the funniest fucking thumbnail ever. And yeah, he got them motherfuckers. Now, in this version, it's a whole nother story. He was like, oh, y'all 3 motherfuckers gotta jump my ass? As he cracked his neck saying, alright, let's get, as he threw his shirt off to the ground saying, alright, let's run these ones, motherfuckers, let's run this 3-on-1, bitch. Them hearing this like, alright, yeah, and they start stomping on him. That motherfucker tries stomping on him, he just straight takes that motherfucker's leg and slams him. Lengthy dude, he straight just drops this motherfucker elbowing him right in the mouth. Him hitting right in the fore. Then the most average of the dudes, he actually starts weaving and dodging that dude's punches just to hit him the meanest fucking cross in the mouth and the legs. Saying, y'all done now? Y'all done? As the big dude got up, he actually pulled a knife out and goes to stab tsukune. Tsukune getting out the way and being like, bitch ass motherfucker. Elbowing him in the nose, almost shattering his jaw as well. Like, broken his nose easy. Almost shattered his jaw. And Tsukune's like, aight, now which one of y'all motherfuckers wanna try me now? Understood? Understood. Good. As he's kind of cracking his neck saying, damn, that fucking hurt. As he kind of has to kind of limp a little bit, grabbing his stuff and dumping his trash out. If I see y'all motherfuckers try me one more time, I'll beat your ass beyond recognition. Now, at this point, you know, a little bit later in the day, he sees them again. And they're trying to deal with that shit again. And they're actually in their 3 monster forms. In their weird big ass monster form as well. And he's like, oh, you motherfuckers. Y'all gonna drop me in y'all's monster form thing. I'm not surprised this motherfucker haven't seen anyone. Just because you're trying to jump me in y'all's monster form, I ain't gonna hold back. As he pulled the Glock out being like, y'all bulletproof motherfuckers? And they were like, no. He's like, good. Pulling another one out. This won't take anywhere near as much bullets then. As he pointed at it, it's like, bing, bing, bing. He's like, oh, fuck my knees. Why my knees? Because I kneecap motherfuckers could piss me off. As he basically beats the fuck out of them again. But in this version, at this point, they actually were able to get him a good one, being like, he's kind of like, alright, y'all took 3 monster form just to keep one motherfucker out of monster form. As Mocha actually appeared with all the other girls too, and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? Mocha even it's going to take her rosary off, saying, we gonna kill you now. It's going to say like, I deal with them motherfuckers, I'm bored. Them beating the crap out of him, and just, that's about it. Then we gotta deal with the, what was it? Then we gotta deal with that, one werewolf dude in the club. I have to deal with the mermaids, of course, that shit doesn't change much. It's like, mermaids are known for dragging motherfuckers down in deep water. And I don't care how good of a fucking swimmer you are, how tough you think you is, if you deal with a fucking mermaid, you are fucked. I mean, luckily they were in a school pool, so swimming that ain't hard, but still, you can still get held down in them shits. whatever, back to this what if. So Tsukune's got basically like, they join the club, him being perverted, trying to mess up Tsukune's name. He's like, motherfucker, you getting me accused of shit, I'ma beat your ass. Him saying, oh yeah, you try me, meet right here, midnight, motherfucker, right that rooftop. He's like, I bet, motherfucker. He had no fucking clue what he was about to get himself into. Tsukune pulls up with both, like, all these different guns. He actually takes a few with silver bullets. He's like, in case he's a werewolf, motherfucker. You never can be too safe at these weird monster schools. So he's got a Glock ready in his belt with holy bullets. Another one, I don't know what the fuck he might be. Just having, like, big, like, boom kind of bullets in the one in his back pocket. And he actually brought a big ass fucking, like, dagger to pull out if he ever needed it. So he meets these motherfuckers, and he actually got to run them once. But first thing that happened was he noticed the speed blitz and he got and actually get knocked on his ass. He's like, oh motherfucker. Let me guess, yo ass is a fucking, as he said, werewolf. As he turns into it, he's like, oh you bitch ass motherfucker. Why? Cause I fought like a werewolf? No, cause your ass need to go monster for him to fight me, motherfucker. Fuck you. And he's like, well, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he's like, oh, you an S-class monster? True. True. And when the moon's out, your speed's out. But if there's clouds, you're fucked. And Tsukune basically took that ass beating for like 5 minutes straight until the clouds covered the moon. He's like, ah, motherfucker. Taking the gun, be like, silver bullet, bitch. Boom, boom, boom. Getting him in like one arm, one leg. Took basically his right arm and left leg out of the equation. He's like, my fucking legs! What the fuck? As Tsukune basically shot one more into his other leg, saying, I ain't done with you. I still got one hand, just trying to slice on Tsukune. Tsukune just straight up taking his hand break in one finger, saying, now we're making this painful. One break, two break, all the way up to his fourth finger, snap. And he says, oh, you got your thumb left. You better start talking what the fuck you trying to do, man. And he said, I was just trying to get you unpopular so I can get with those girls you're with. He's like, motherfucker, that just deserves an ass beating. And he just kicked him in the jaw. For Mocha to pop up being like, what the fuck is going on? Saying, tell her or I break your hand. As Tsukune was actually being held down by, Mocha couldn't help that werewolf dude, but she was still thinking, like, Tsukune did all this shit, so, yeah, he's basically being held back by Mocha saying, stop, don't hurt him, just for those two to pop up saying, motherfucker, we caught your shit, we figured your shit out, and Mocha actually apologized and saying, I'm sorry, I didn't expect that the whole thing happened. He's like, man, fuck you, you took me down for beating the motherfucker's ass, who literally tried getting my ass beat by everyone, and she kept saying, I'm sorry. He's like, nah, fuck that, nah, you gotta prove you're sorry, man. And she said, what do you want me to do? As he took the rosary off and say, beat his ass. Gladly. And the witch girl and the one with the, basically, the girls actually then use their powers as well and beat the fuck out of him too. He's like, this fucking hurts. Coming to school a little bit later. Which, I mean, yeah, he became one of the homies after that, but still, like, that was fucked up on so many levels. And he got such an ass beating for it. They said, alright man, now you're one of the homies, but don't ever try doing that shit again. I won't. He says this, he's kind of huffing in breath. Because that dude was like a motherfucker. Back to the what if. Tsukune being, you know, his normal crazy ass self. Then starts doing his thing, and this is when vital information gets leaked that he's a human. And he wasn't expecting any of this shit to happen. When said information was leaked, he said, oh, fuck. They found me out. And they still do the whole thing and right last things he was about to say was like, all of y'all, some bitch ass motherfucking wimps. And this is when they tried lighting him on fire. He said, I'm gonna do to you if I can get down here, you weak ass, weird long hair ass bitch. Hearing this, he's like, oh, you want me to let you down so we can fight? Man, you all started letting me on fire, you bitch ass motherfucker. This is when Mocha and them pop in and start swinging, you know, for the fences. Like, I mean, they started to do with that Ruby chick to do this, but like, that Ruby Chick's moment just basically didn't go any different, as he tried to just snuck a few things just to make it easier for Mocha in this version. Now, then they're all kind of getting them out of there, and they get the same rooftop, and they have to deal with that one motherfucker. Now, first thing is, Mocha gave some of her blood to Tsukune. Now, in this version, it has a little bit of a different effect. I'm not sure how to make him a ghoul, but I am going to make him a beast. Now, whenever he basically gets up, seeing the same thing, he actually stood in the way saying, "Hey, what I said I was going to do to you when I got up, didn't I?" Actually having Mocha in his arms saying, "Mocha, sit this one out. Yo, wannabe Nine-Tails Fox, get your ass over here. I'm no wannabe at all." Just getting punched in the mouth saying, "I didn't ask you what the fuck you wanted to respond with. Come on, get your ass over here." Every swing he starts just beating down on him. And this is when the werewolf dude says, "What's good, motherfuckers?" Speed blitzing the motherfucker saying, "Got your ass," and bops him in the mouth. 1, 2, 3. With all the speed. And this is when Mocha, having her rosary already out, saying, "Aight." And he said, "Yo, let's jump this motherfucker." As Tsukune led the charge, even though he's kind of the weakest one, without any kind of monster powers, he's actually leading it in sheer brute force, just beating the fuck out of this guy. Now, sorry, I'll need a second to hold on, guys, so I can put my glasses back in. One of the lens fell out. Hold up. Alright, I'm back, guys. So yeah, they start just jumping this dude, and this is when the final, which they only been able to do so much. Now, while Mocha had the strength advantage and the werewolf dude had the speed, Tsukune just had the brutality to start whooping his ass. And every punch Tsukune lands is actually effective. Like Mocha, he's either weaving them or blocking them. For that fast dude, he's basically just tanking them. For Tsukune, he ain't able to do that. He's got a mix between the speed and strength. And he's actually hitting him with every single move that he knows. And this is when an unexpected thing would happen. One of the guns Tsukune keeps in his bag pops out, and this is when an unexpected thing would happen. An enchanted bullet with the 2 witches, which are barely even alive at this point. They use a little bit of magic to enchant one of the bullets and say, "Tsukune!" He's like, "What's good? Here. Hey, my gun. What's this gonna do?" We enchant one of the bullets and shoot his ass. And he shot this dude motherfucker with one leg. Straight up removed the dude's kneecap, saying, Why? It's just revenge, man. Lit me on fire. Now I'm gonna burn your ass at a stake. Man, just make sure your body don't burn too fast. I'm trying to get a good sizzle on this thing. He starts keeping on, throwing wood and shit on him, and throwing a match on him, saying, "I burn, motherfucker." Then putting it like a big old oven thing over him, so he can cook that steak. After it's well done, after it's rare, he's like, "Alright, that'll be good." He put it on a plate, and then basically said, fire extinguisher, hit Yin to do with that, saying, "Alright, now never fucking show your face like me again." And they were like, "We gon' be." And people thought this motherfucker has to be a monster. He just whooped the fuck out of this guy. No humans they know have ever beaten this shit out of a monster that powerful. That could take on 2 S-class super monsters easy. This is when they always wait. There's 2 S-class super monsters there though, werewolf and a vampire. This is when they saw that Tsukune had those other people sitting on the sidelines while he and those 2 S-classes were beating his ass. And he could block and weave Mocha's hits, and we know she's a vampire. He would struggle to tank that werewolf dude, but he was absolutely getting his ass whooped by Tsukune, who was using a mix between both. I don't know which S-class super monster he must be, but gotta be something. Now this is when Tsukune said, "Whatever." Now we're gonna cut into season 2, at least for what I know. Yeah. So we start off with Mocha's sister appearing, and she's straight crazy as fuck, and he's like, "What the fuck did y'all do? Damn, your sister crazy as fuck. You know what? Well, we gotta have the other Mocha deal with this shit. I'm not getting my hands dirty on this shit." Popping the rosary off, feeling like, "There you go. You deal with this shit. I ain't doing it." Saying exactly what's going on. The other Mocha's like, trip one kick, and just said, alright, now let me go back. He's like, nah. You want to spend the day together? Sure. They spend the day doing normal shit, and he just doesn't even give a fuck. Now, the same events would occur here, let's see. The same thing would happen, and the same would happen, I mean, Tsukune would have to take the rosary off Mocha and put it in school. Now, this will lead to some unforeseen circumstances. One, Tsukune does take it off whenever, like, he wants to. Like, sure, it'll be like one day with her, one day with the other one. He's doing this, like, rotational. And they're actually enjoying a fuck ton of shit with that. This is when something unexpected would happen. They would go crazy. Now, they already went crazy in that weird thing, but like, whatever. He decided to fight like Mocha's father, and first thing most fathers try doing, he was Tsukune fine, just for Tsukune to give like yuck mouth Michael Jackson hairstyle, bought these fangs for $5, Disneyland looking motherfucker. Get your ass over here. Stop hitting with the weird ass fucking attacks. We run in these ones as he puts his knuckles up. He's like, no. He's like, you know what? You want to use long range attack? Fuck you. Started just shooting at him. He's like, what the fuck? Of course, the human would try using guns on me. He said, nah, bitch. They were a distraction. Sneaking right in his face, grabs the rosary and clocked him right in the fucking jaw. This is when Mocha would appear saying, Tsukune's win. As the castle crumbles, they'll leave. And he's like, that was fun as a motherfucker. Alright, let's go. As he's basically enjoying the fuck out of it. And that's not really off. I don't know what goes on after